There is going to be a party in downtown Kalamazoo tonight. Alamo Drafthouse, always a fabulous place to be. Tonight, a special event. It is the 15th anniversary showing of In the Woods, made by a local filmmaker, Lynn Drzick. He was the writer and director, and DJ Perry, actor and producer. They're both going to be on hand along with some other fun stirs tonight at 7 at the Alamo.
Alamo, the greatest movie theater on the planet.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
It's a very scary movie.
Very scary, also very funny.
Yes.
Gory, and just exciting.
And a cult movie.
It has become
This
a cult.
is an accomplishment, guys. Tell us about the genesis, Lynn.
Well, I think when I was 14 years old, me and a friend went out into the woods.
Yes.
And we found this little clearing, and we, you know, at that age, we went back home, got some spades, went back there and started digging it up, and found, like, I think the remains of, like, somebody's cat. You know, but that stuck in me, you know, digging in and finding like a burlap-ish kind of bag. So that always stuck with me. And then being a fan of horror movies, you know, I wanted to make one, and that was kind of the seed of the story, you know, digging something up in the woods.
And you made it right here in Kalamazoo.
We made it right here in Kalamazoo.
With your star here, who is a Michigan actor who has gone on to many things. You've done lots since 15 years ago.
About 50 movies in 15 years. So, but this was my first one, very first starring role, right here.
Very cool. So guys, where did you film in town? I know the Castle.
Beautiful place.
Yes.
Yeah, we spent quite a few days at the Henderson Castle, you know, shooting there, and that was kind of fun. We shot at a local funeral home in the like embalming room for like an autopsy scene, which was weird going in there, you know. We shot at a DNR Sports. We were in there. Portage Fire Department was great.
But people will recognize some spots when they come to the movie tonight.
Yeah, they'll recognize it. I think one of our, besides the castle, we had a ton of fun with the firefighters down in Portage at their training grounds. Because there's a scene where this guy tries to blow up some monsters and basically blows himself out of a window.
Well, you know.
And being an independent film, we didn't have money for stunt performers and all that.
So you had to do your own stunts.
I did all my own stunts in this film.
And DJ was great. He's like, first film for all of us. You know, he's like, all right, what do I do? Well, you run. There's the window, and hopefully you get out before the fireball.
Well, this is cool because even though it was a low budget, I mean, and it was, you know, $250,000 to make a movie, the whole thing.
Right.
You have special effects, and it's action adventure. It's not people sitting around contemplating their navels.
No.
Right.
I mean, the story is about firefighters. They battle these medieval creatures, and there's a serial killer running around, and you know, we really focused on the drama and the horror, you know, and I didn't want to do a film, and I wanted to do a monster movie.
Yes.
You know, and when I first wrote the screenplay, it was this big, massive thing with these monsters running all over the place, you know, attacking parades in the middle of the town and all that. And by the time we raised the financing, it was like, well, we need to pare this down a little bit.
You must be pretty proud, though, guys, because you say it's being released on Blu-ray internationally now?
Most films disappear after about 3 years, you know, and just are removed, you know, from the marketplace. And this film was released in U.S., Canada, and then France, Germany, U.K.,
China,
Japan,
Russia.
China.
Yeah, I mean,
it really had a wide release to it, and there's been a continued interest.
Yeah, it first came out, hit the home video market domestically in North America in November 1999. You know, that's why we're celebrating the 15th anniversary tonight. But then it did well enough that another distributor came on board about 5 years later and asked if the rights are still available. We're like, yeah. He's like, well, let's do a special edition. So I went in, I tweaked the movie a little bit, and we did audio commentary, so that came out. And then it's you know, we didn't seek out this other distribution deal. It just kind of came to us, you know, and it's around this 15th anniversary, and as a matter of fact, we just signed the papers yesterday for it.
What?
So we're looking early next year.
So you are celebrating tonight.
Yeah, we are. See, you're getting the advanced scoop here. The Q&A crowd was going to get some good news tonight. But if they're hip enough to tune into this show, then you get the information ahead of time.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it. And so tonight, 7 o'clock.
Tonight, 7 o'clock.
You're going to be handing out posters too?
Posters.
Posters, yep. Yeah, we have some great limited edition posters that we first created when at the world premiere of the movie back in I think in '98 was when we did the world premiere, and these posters were up all over the film festival. And after the film festival, just those posters were missing, torn off the walls. So, so we have a reprint. So we had a great reprint of those, and we're going to give them out.
That's really awesome, and we can Google it and get all the reviews because people still watch it all the time. It's taken on a life of its own, and it's just survived all these years, 15 years later.
Some have loved it, some have hated it, some have loved to hate it, some have, you know, it's one of those things that people
play games to it, right?
Oh, yes. I was notified many years ago that drinking games were created around this film. There's a couple catchphrases that anytime you hear them,
You know you've arrived when there's a drinking game after you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's right up there with action figure and lunchbox. You know, so we're holding out. You never know.
This is great. Are you going to bring your buddy?
That's one of the real stars of the film.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
That is the devil dog.
There's the devil dog, the tall creature.
Yeah,
you know.
there's a couple monsters in the film.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some of the creature suits, what are left of them tonight. So.
Scary, scary. The movie is In the Woods, made by our local filmmaker, Lynn Drzick, and DJ Perry, who's a Michigan guy, too.
Yeah,
We love
doing it
that.
from Michigan,
Doing
right
his thing,
here.
based out of Michigan, traveling all over and acting. So when you see him go, I saw him on the Laura Moore show. He's
Yeah,
famous.
that's right. That's right.
You guys, I hope you have a great turnout tonight at
you,
Alamo.
thank
And call Alamo to get the tickets. Are they still available?
Yeah, tickets are still available. You know,
Yeah.
you can buy them online now, which I
Good.
would recommend if you're coming. So.
Very good, very good. So good to see both of you. And I hope in another 15 years we'll be talking about the 30th anniversary.
Let's hope
Thank
so.
you for having us.
Thanks.
Thank you.